So guys, welcome back to our last match of the Grand Prix Berlin here in the finals. Finally we got to it. Played 2 days of 2 days of Swiss, then it cut to the top 16. Now finally to the big match we are all waiting for these 2 days.
It's the final.
Yeah. So who we got and what do we got here?
We got Alex Blandon with Blackberry Ferrer and Stefan Frankowski with Yggdrasil, Weitere. And like in the other feature matches, we saw Alex Blandon just piloting more or less the normal Ferrer build.
Yeah, classic green-black version.
Yeah, of course.
It was very popular this weekend. Yeah.
And Yggdrasil, Weitere on Stefan Frankowski with a little lock on it with the Millennium Medicine and the release. So if the lock goes on, it's not good for the opponent because Stefan can't deck out and
it's
the
really
opponent.
It's really difficult to interrupt this lock he could create with 2 or more bottles in play. So pretty. His list is a bit different from other tree lists that we have seen this weekend. We have seen some with Foresights and Fourier main decks, something like this. But he opted for this lock.
Yeah, for the lock control version
to win many games with
of course. The lock is the win option on his deck, or more or less the win option on his deck.
Yeah.
With some tags. And so also the Grim True King is also a good option against another Yggdrasil lock deck, because he can, by entering the battlefield, he can destroy the bottle. So the opponent is needed to sacrifice it, so he get the search out, but then the lock can't be fulfilled because he need to sack it.
Yeah, so he knew about that. So we're ready to go. Let's go into the match. The players already started. Alex Blandon here with the first turn. No 1-drop for him, sadly. So no Sacred Earth or no Spirit Caller for him. But Stefan no 1-drop either. But that's not surprisingly, especially when he didn't get his Blackstone.
So it's Melfi on Blandon's turn. So did it resolve? Stefan Frankowski is thinking about it's a counter. So and the second Melfi. Severing wins? No? Severing wins.
So all the bit of a fast counter battle here. Two Severing wins in the dreams used by Stefan here, while Alex had 2 Melfis, also a Severing wins, but he lost that one, sadly, for him.
Well, of course. Yeah. Two Melfis are gone.
And now Nameless Mist showing what he's working with, and Cloud's gone. That's pretty good for Stefan, saving him some points of damage.
So he can block the non-flying Resonator or Cheruler. So with that, it's better. So with 3, the Commander of Elves.
Yeah, and Alex has to be really fast here, because we already know the what Stefan can do with his deck if he gets to a certain point of the game. So for Alex it's important to get rid of, especially of all these bottles that Stefan has. So
he really tried to rush, or he should try to rush the opponent, that he get the cards out of the game. But we will see if it's possible for Alex Blandon.
Yeah, we see another card from Stefan. He uses really often a Galapis to tutor out some 1-drop. We can't quite see what he got here. The 2 targets he has is a Nameless Mist in the final battle, so we will see what he wants to. But Heteroclad Excalibur. Forgot about that one.
So because of Galapis Super, he don't lose the 500 life because of his ability. Yeah. So he only exiles the Elfish Commander. So now I think he will end give the turn.
He can't do anything more. He just was a good turn. Gets a body out. Can block these little 1/1 tokens, and removed the biggest threat from Alex
maybe
so
judgment because of the pressure he need.
Yeah.
He taps 2.
Yeah, and there was here
judging.
Pretty obvious here because we also saw his hand. It didn't have any action besides. And I think he drew the commander off the top. So yeah, he didn't really have a lot of action going on. So now he really needs to judgment here to pressure Stefan's deck.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So he needs a huge amount of damage on board to get the bottles out, so he can't lock the opponent.
The reveals of Amazulu from the top just sometimes important for big final battles to let something survive, but at this point of the game, not really good.
Yeah, of course. And so with 200 life, so Stefan don't need the love points to win, so he can get all or like 38 life points in final battle.
Yeah.
So that he can finish or take down the opponent's field. So I think he don't need the Amonsule, or Alex Planin don't get some help from Amonsule, because 200 isn't that much.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that much. Yeah. But
so actually, it's at the moment it's just a slow game on both sides.
Yeah, Stefan just passed the turn back. Didn't do anything so far. Just maybe keeping up some counter spells, some instant speed removal, something like that, most likely.
So another Amonsul. And then attack with Pharaoh.
Let's that one go through. I think he doesn't really care if his stack gets thinned out, it gets cleared.
Yeah.
If he already has some of his lock pieces in his hand. So getting to the point with 0 cards in his deck is not that bad for him.
Yeah,
so
of course. And also he get stuff in his toolbox like a Rezard.
Yeah.
And other cards.
Just
so
big beat down creatures.
Yeah,
he
of course.
Needs.
So with more or less no deck, he is very likely to get a Rezard with 23 or higher attack stat because of all the exiled resonators.
Yeah.
And
so now Blandon checking what he exiled. I think I saw one release, at least one Rezard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's counting out the resonators right now. Yeah, it looks like it.
So take it on top of the exiled sounder so that that's easier to count how many attack the Resonant has. So
it seems around like.
But he's checking which cards are exiled so that he know what he's expecting in a deck or what could be in hand.
Yeah, I think both players already know the deck lists from each other, so there shouldn't be any surprises here for both of them.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's already not quite sure who's in favor now. I mean, Alex has a bit of board presence, but if he can interact with the bottles, it seems to be pretty hard for him to win this game one.
Of course. So if Alex can't get rid of the bottles, he can't. It's more like that he can't win.
Yeah.
But so he really needs to attack as often as possible to get rid of the bottles and the releases, so he can finish deck out the opponent.
Yeah, but there we see a pretty good blocker from Stefan Rezard, which the players know how big it is. Something like 12 or 13, I believe.
Yeah,
something around that.
Yeah.
So already quite big. Will only get bigger in the process now.
Yeah, of course.
If Alex wants to attack.
Könnt ihr mir mal den ganzen Titel von diesen komischen Bottles aufschreiben, weil ich weiß nicht, unter was ich das lesen
So
soll.
now Stefan attacking here. Getting in some or no, he traded off one of these tokens.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So that just one attack or less just don't get through, so that he don't lose the release, the important one, to refill his spells.
Yeah. So now already counting numbers in the deck, how many are in there.
Yeah, so that he know how many attacks he could take, or that he should block the attacks.
Yeah. Just calculating how much damage he wants to let go through here
so that
in this turn.
So that he don't get deck out by not knowing the exact amount of deck cards.
Yeah.
So that would be a big misplay. So he counts every turn, so that he know which amount of cards are in, so that he can react correctly.
So now just at attack. Okay, and Nameless Mist on top. That's pretty good for him, I believe. He just can take a look at Stefan's hand if it resolves, and maybe find something important here, because Stefan might have some of the important cards in his hand.
Yeah, of course, it's like Final Battle or Millennia Medicine.
Release something. That's all of these cards can be taken with Nameless Mist. So yeah. Now just blocking the
result, so it should be. So he can pay 200 life to buff the result, but so True Blade on result to destroy. Okay, they traded in.
Yeah, so just a trade-off here for Alex. But yeah, it's not that good for him. But yeah, I think he's thinking about just sacking one of these card draw stones to get this Nameless Mist.
Yeah.
Because
so he can discard the important cards in the opponent's hand.
Yeah, and he's really thinking about it. Just how many stones will he need just to maybe play some other important cards. Yeah, first just another attack.
And another counter is exiled.
Yeah, so first spell's gone.
So now he can attack with the Pharaoh for another 800 damage.
Yeah, if he wants to. Yeah, this is quite an important turn here for him.
Yeah, of course.
To decide if this Nameless Mist is such important for him. But yeah, he attacks with Pharaoh, just another 8 points of damage, getting some cards away.
So is there anything good, or so it's a Kaguya's Mummy Butterfly. That's good. So he can't get out of the deck his Millennia Medicine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but the rest is not really important for now.
Yeah.
I think now he's counting the counter spells that are already gone from Stefan's deck,
so that he can react to it, or he know how many of them are away, so he know who will win the counter battle, or when he will play the correct cards on the right time. A very important card in his deck is Nameless Mist, to discard the key cards from Stefan, so that he can't get the lock on.
Yes, but he decided not to sacrifice a stone, not to set himself back one will, and just will wait one more turn, I think, for the Nameless Mist to go off. Now so Stefan's turn again. Most likely we'll just attack with the skill lapis, maybe kill the last one token, and then see what happens.
Yeah. So He paid to enter release. Okay. So you get one card from the removed area in hand. Draw one card from deck.
No, but I don't know what he wants right now. Maybe it's just a bottle that may be exiled already, and he just wants to get out and play before Alex will draw his Nameless Miss. But
and the other world dreams on release.
Alex really wants to fight that one.
So there's a Resart.
Instead he puts a Resart.
That's also a good option for Stefan because of the big buff on the attack.
Yeah, that's true. Just pretty big resonator already. Okay, there we see one bottle that Stefan just wants to get out of his hand because he knows about the Nameless Mists and that could take the bottle away.
Yeah, so he really needs to exile the other ones.
Yeah,
with the attacks.
Yeah, but now but already now Alex, if Stefan keeps up his tree and does not use it to tap for a stone, Alex also has to watch out to not just die next turn.
Yeah.
If Stefan decides to use Yggdrasil and put a second Resort into play and just one-shotting him with 2000 attack Resorts.
Yeah, of course.
So that's also a thing that's now online for Stefan.
Yeah, that's also a good option on Yggdrasil. The Resorts are could be big finishers if you stack the removed area.
Yeah.
And if you take a huge amount of damage, so you get 30 or 35 cards exiled, you can get a huge Resorts. So you can cast it in and then attack on the next turn. So you can get a huge body on board.
Yeah. So now just killing the last 1/1 token and passing turn back to Alex. Now let's see. He drew the Nameless Mist. We know that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he will probably use it. Yeah, there it is. To take a look what is working. But yeah, nothing pretty good. We'll take the final battle. Yeah, because he has some cards in hand left, but probably no quick cast spells.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care about the Pharaoh spell all yet.
Yeah, of course.
But
also
yeah, he needs to find something here because these Resorts are just really big.
Yeah, of course. At least I think 13 to 14 attack.
Yeah,
right now.
Least, yeah. And again, he's thinking about sacking his stone, which he does now. Draws himself a card.
So producing one green and sack him. So could he do something with this one green? So counting the deck
again, and wants to know how many cards are left in the library.
Maybe there's a flying cloud, so that he could get one out with the floating green.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but yeah, okay, he will just pass the turn back. End of turn, we will see the Resort coming out for Stefan. So yeah, now a lot of pressure for Stefan on the board to just attack Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
there we see the first attack with a probably massive Resort already.
So we will see how big it is.
Yeah, Alex just takes the hit.
So yeah, and you can he get 1/1 on for all exiled resonators, and so you can pay 200 life to exile one card in grave.
Yeah, he probably has some resonators in his own graveyard as well.
Yeah.
Okay, but it wasn't big enough to kill Alex with both these attacks from Resort. So I believe they are just around 15 or 16. So just not enough to kill him right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, now he knows that he doesn't have to run into this Pharaoh. So just leaves the Galapagos behind, knowing that probably he has
he shows the hand, so he don't have any answers against Stefan's Yggdrasil list.
Yeah, so yeah, that's game one. going in favor for Stefan, just beating down Alex with these two results.
So we will see what sideboard options they have.
Yeah.
So now for Alex Blannon, he could be playing Destruction of the Portal and Nameless Mist. I think that's the best options in his deck.
Yeah, these seem like the only two reasonable cards from Destruction of the Portal can mess up the lock with the bottles.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nameless Mist just completing the playset to really
to discard all the important spells like Release, Millennium Medicine, and so on.
So yeah, these are the two cards he
on Stefan's side. I think it's the Destruction of the Portal would be one of the important cards, and maybe a Neo Shadow Barrier because of the shutting down the ramp. But the important thing, I think, will be Destruction of the Portal to get rid of the Flying Clouds and the
I don't know if he really cares about these Flying Clouds, because sure, can just attack him for free, but we saw it. Alex got quite a few free attacks in, and in the end it just... Stefan doesn't really care about how many cards are left in his deck if he already has his important pieces, so... I think the main deck of Stefan is just in general really good against FoW, especially green black one.
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't have that much interaction with the lock in the late game.
Of course.
So I believe just these true Shadow Barriers and maybe just a few more discard spells out from the sideboard could be brought in, but nothing really exciting here.
Yeah, just the normal sideboard options and the good sideboard options, so we will see if they get them and what they side in.
Yeah, but already shuffling the decks, so we're getting the second game just in a moment here.
Yeah, it looks like Alex Blannon isn't sure what to side in. He's between the main and side deck. He's just switching and thinking. Stefan is already shuffling his deck after siding, so he's a little bit more sure what to play.
Yeah.
So, but he will test it a lot against Black Green Pharaoh, because he know this is the meta, and then he needs to test. So I think he had tested the last weeks.
Yeah, sure.
So that you know what's the optimal way to play. Yeah.
Also figuring out his own deck possibly. Just thinking about what he wants to play and what is important for him.
Yeah. All the options he could play, or the optimal way to play his spells against the Pharaoh deck.
But yeah, it seems to be a pretty good list.
Yeah.
Not many decks in this current format can interact with the Wonder Bottles.
Yeah, of course.
And so that was a pretty good choice for this weekend. I believe, and he's just defeated once so far in this tournament. Now in the finals.
Yeah.
So pretty good results so far, and also in the finals upper game so far. So the pressure is definitely on Alex's side too, because he really needs to win this match here.
Yeah. So he really need to draw the exact cards he need, like Nameless Mist, Destruction of Portal, and I think he will hard mulligan to get them, so that he's sure to get the spells he need. But also he can't mulligan all Resonators back, because he needs a board to state.
Yeah.
So
sadly no one-drop for him again, like last game. So
that's
most likely could be that Stefan Eisenheimer's missed himself, but
maybe
it
looks like he will.
He passing the turn.
So is there a 2-drop? Yeah, Malfi.
Malfi again.
Yeah,
like last round. See if Stefan wants to counter this one. again.
Yeah, maybe they start a counter war with 3 or 4 counters on each side.
So there we see a pharaoh spell being used to counter Malfi, because Malfi obviously has quick cast.
Yeah.
And that can be countered by pharaoh spell pretty easily.
Yeah, and also he don't get anything out, because pharaoh spell, not like other world dreams, he can't get some cards out. It's just countered because of the quick cast on the card.
Now we see a Mikesh from Stefan looking at top 3 cards of the stack, picking something he likes,
so that he can get the important cards in hand.
Yeah.
So to filter through his deck. So, and also it's just a 2/2 buddy. You can sacrifice her to deal 400 damage on a resonator. So that's also very good against a small amount of resonators on Alex's side. But with just tapping Pharaoh for 3 stones, he don't play anything.
Yeah, it's not an optimal turn here for Alex.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, now we see one of this disruption spells in the sideboard, from Stefan's side, which Alex will try to counter here.
So will there be an answer? He has the energize, so he could.
He has some options here. Also, maybe just cast another 3-drop in hand.
And for 3.
So we will play a Kugu's Moving Butterfly for x equals 0, 0. So
x is 1.
X is 1. Yeah. That means that means that this will be a bottle.
Yeah.
Because he has no other 1-drops in his deck.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So that he get it out, and then it can't be exiled by attacking on blending side.
So yeah, there's the first one.
And then attack with 200 by Mikesh.
Yeah. Why? Because why not?
Yeah.
Can do it.
Alex don't have any blockers.
Yeah.
On
might
board.
as well take the free hit here.
Yeah. And then destruction of the portal on the first bottle.
Yeah, that's a good one for Alex here. Just to sacrifice it. Yeah. So Stefan just says, okay, sacrifices.
Yeah.
Gets back two cards from his graveyard into the deck. I believe it was a nameless miss. No. What was it?
It's Pharaoh spell because of the counter.
Yeah.
And I think final battle maybe. I'm not sure.
Could be something like that.
Yeah.
But especially
of course Pharaoh spell.
Yeah, just another counter more again in his deck now. Yeah, but still the bottle in the graveyard is one of the pieces. He needs 2 bottles, one in the graveyard, one on the board. So.
But now he can force the opponent to sacrifice his own bottle if needed. So if Alex Blenden is say, okay, I tap 2, you destroy your spell.
Yeah. So
you can react to it.
Yeah, but Stefan now, if he wants to complete the lock, he either needs a counter spell for the portal in the sideboard and the graveyard from Alex, or the 3rd bottle.
Yeah, of course.
Completed, because the destruction of the portal is pretty relevant here.
Yeah, of course. So he really need to get the bottles on. So if they get exiled by attacks from Alex Blenden, that would be very devastating.
So just casting the discard spell from the graveyard, taking a look at Alex's hand.
That's huge. 1 final battle, 2 other world dreams, 1 nameless must, and 1 sacred elf. So I think he will discard probably the nameless must or other world dreams.
Yeah, final battle he doesn't care about at all. His results, his main win condition in terms of damage are just so big that the final battle just doesn't do anything to them. And yeah, nameless mist is one option. If he has something important in hand, he will most likely take it.
Yeah, of course. Nameless mist. So his hand will be consist of very important cards in hand.
Yeah.
So that he don't want to discard them to Alex Blenden's Nameless Mist.
Yeah, and now he can just play around these two counter spells.
Yeah.
In Alex's hand.
So he know there's 2 counter spells. So he know I need the same copy or the better version in hand. For example, I want to play Mikesh or Amalfi, so exchange them with each other.
Yeah. So Alex not this time not so aggressive with his judgment, just keeps calling for stones.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stefan takes a hit, gets some cards in his exile.
So is there anything relevant?
One result. There's one result, but the rest are not.
Heteroclad Excalibur, 2 or 3. Nameless Mist, 2 result.
Yeah, but all these cards do not really matter. Oh, but he drew the second Pharaoh off the top. So that might be one reason why he didn't do the judgment this turn, because he sadly drew the second one. So he has only one Oberon left in his deck that he can search out with Pharaoh. So that might be why he isn't judgmenting yet, because he can, for now, always judgment if both Pharaohs get killed, and he with the Oberon he instantly has 5 elves to recover one of these Radiant Kings.
And so the trigger reveals
the same card again, so nothing here. And Sacred Elf being played. We knew about that one.
Yeah, in hand. So there, I think he will pass the turn, so that there isn't anything to do.
Yeah. So he has Alex has 1 mana open for these dreams.
Yeah, of course. But so he knew there are 2 Otherworld Dreams in hand. So if Stefan tries to Otherworld Dream the Otherworld Dream, he can cast it again on counter.
Yeah.
So he need more Severing Winds or more counters.
Yeah, or just a Pharaoh spell.
Yeah, of course. So he can counter all quick cost spells. So we will see if there's anything Stefan can do at the moment.
Yeah, so far a really slow game here from both of these players, just being
on Stefan's side. It's just controlling the board, controlling the hand, and from Alex it's try to stabilize his board, attack, and deal that much damage as he could.
Yeah, and trying to deny
the lockdown so that he can win. So that will maybe work. Yeah, and the second bottle. So now he could force the opponent to sack it in his draw phase and the negation spell.
Yeah, so there we see the dreams being used. I think
so that's he has
to do it. But yeah, there we see the dreams. Most likely we see the second dream from Alex as well. Yeah, there it is. And there's the Severing Winds
would be great
from Stefan. So he knew that he would win this battle.
Yeah, of course.
He knew that the card that Alex drew was the Pharaoh, so he knew exactly which cards he had. Knew that there was no Severing Winds, and just took this counter battle.
But now
with the knowledge that he would 100% win.
Yeah, of course. But now he can to force the opponent on Alex's turn to sack his bottle. Because of destruction of bottle.
Now he taps for 3 mana. Now here's the third bottle. So now it will be pretty difficult for Alex to win, and he really does not seem to be happy with.
Yeah, of course.
The current
it looks like the lock is up now, but he has left a huge amount of deck, so he can't fulfill the lock now. But with a destruction of portal in the sideboard and in the graveyard, he can just tap 2 stones to destroy 1 bottle, but then he can shuffle the others in. So
it will be really hard for Alex here to win this match. And I think he has to be a bit more aggressive now with these draws from stones, because he needs to find something fast.
Of course,
the second destruction of the portal, I think, is one of the most important things now that he needs to find.
Yeah, of course.
But then also he bottles. Not only has to destroy these bottles, because with the second bottle on the play, Stefan can just reshuffle the two others that are already in the graveyard.
Yeah, of course.
So Alex also needs to exile them while attacking.
So that he need to force the opponent to take the bottle on the deck and then attacking and exile him.
Yeah, but that's a lot of things that have to go in the right direction here for
a tech declaration. It looks like Viola Obsidian Princess. So for 2 black, you can discard her and get the ruler, the J ruler imperishable.
It just survives the final battle.
Yeah.
But yes, Stefan's reading the card as well. Haven't seen that one a lot so far. I think that maybe that was one of the other things that Alex was waiting for before he judgments to be safe, that Pharaoh doesn't just randomly die to a
final battle.
But there we see a commander now, because we know that there's nothing pretty exciting. Maybe he searched out something different, something wrong.
Yeah, that could be. He don't look.
He doesn't look happy with his own decision here. Maybe I think he saw the final battle in Stefan's hand. That could be one thing that I'm thinking. But I think I just missed something, or just forgot something again.
He don't look that happy.
Yeah, he really is. Really unhappy with his own decision here.
Yeah. So that maybe the loss, but we will see.
Yeah, we will see what comes next.
And with only one resonator on Stefan's side, it's still very good in his favor because of the lock of the bottles. But maybe Alex Planet can finish Stefan's deck out.
Yeah.
But we will see if there's anything good he can do again. So he's really sad about what he did.
Yeah. No, that's pretty clear.
Yeah. Maybe he gave the game out of his hands.
Yeah.
So judgment flip.
Yeah, that's a pretty clear reaction here.
Yeah, of course.
Haven't seen something that drastically so far.
Yeah. That's I don't see anything like that the last rounds.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a heavy misplan that he did.
Yeah, maybe it's just. I mean, there is pressure, you know. It is the finals. You are behind one game.
Yeah, of
so
course.
So you really have to win this game. So you have to, especially in the finals, you have to play super on point.
Yeah, of course. Every card on the right timing.
Yeah, everything matters in a situation like that. So yeah, that might have been a bad decision here for Alex.
So there's one of the releases in his deck. So he has no answer.
Has no more counters in his hand, I believe.
So I think it's actually one-sided.
Yeah, Stefan is in pretty much full control here of the game.
Of course, and with a huge board on Alex Planet's side, it looks like it don't do anything, because it's just a huge board, but with all the banished cards, he just buffs the reset.
Yeah.
And with the bottles, he can reset his deck in the draw phase that he don't die to deck out.
Yeah. I didn't quite see what Stefan picked up here from his exile zone.
Yeah.
But sure it was something good, because his exile was already quite big.
And also was filled by good cards in there. So maybe a reset, but I doubt it.
Yeah,
because the reset
he has his Yggdrasil.
Yeah, of course he can get in with Yggdrasil.
It looks like a final battle, I believe.
It could be. So tapping, maybe tapping 4 for final battle, and then clear the board on Alex planet side. So, but that would be mean he can play Silvering Winds on Alex side if he has an hand, because of the second spell after release. So I don't think he will cast final battle in this turn.
No, but I think Stefan knows that. I believe there's no Silvering Winds in hand. We know every single card Alex draws, because they get revealed with the Pharaoh, and since Stefan looked at Alex's hand the last time, there were no more counter spells in hand, and since then Alex always attacked with his Pharaoh.
Yeah, so
the
top
know
deck
that
was already revealed.
Yeah, so I'm quite sure that there's no counter spells in hand for Alex here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's just a bit calm.
So
I think he just passed the turn, so he doesn't really care about here being decked out.
And of course, so he just untap all his board. Will be there the big attack wave.
Yeah, but that's nothing that Stefan cares about.
No, not really, because of the
he's
2 medicines.
Yeah, more like it's more likely that he's just happy to take some hits here from Alex too.
Just to get the lock on and to fill his exile zone for a Rezard to get bigger and bigger, and then just attack with all them.
But still, Alex needs to attack here. There is a nameless mist from the top.
That's not that relevant, no.
But there might be a scenario where he just now wants to sacrifice his stone to draw a card to maybe get a fresh new card on top. I'm taking a look what he exiled, but he already had the stone in hand. So I believe he will now just float the green mana, draw a card, attack again with Pharaoh, and see what he finds. Yeah, there it is. And he will play it right away.
So, did it get through?
I believe Stefan's thinking about countering that one.
Or maybe playing some spell on the opponent's turn.
Yeah.
Just like flashing in some cards.
Yeah.
So you could play a release, but it would be not great, because he get some spell in, draw one card, and then get one more card to discard on the opponent's side. Maybe
that wouldn't make any sense. So now he just lets it resolve. Now we see
two final battle, 1 Malgus, 1 Silvering Winds, and 1 Otherworld Dreams.
Yeah, that hand looks really solid. So that will be pretty hard for Alex here to win, because he can take both final battles out of Stefan's hand. So yeah, I think he pointed to the dream. But yeah, that looks, the dream goes to the graveyard.
Yeah. So
but
that's a very
with
good
2
card.
final battles in hand, I think Pharaoh will survive. But on the other hand, as soon as the deck is empty, Stefan doesn't really care if there is something on board or not.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, and there we see a second Viola, I believe, on top of Alex's deck. So Pharaoh will probably never die this game completely.
Yeah, of course. But so with the lock on the opponent, if it's go on, Stefan don't need to kill the Pharaoh Latolia, because Alex Planet can't get through the lock, so he just hope to find a way to win against the lock.
I believe there are around 20 cards left for Stefan in the deck.
More or less 20, 22 or so.
Stefan, Alex thought about buffing the Pharaoh, but just let's the attack go through standard. On top we already see a reset, so that will maybe become important at some point.
Yeah, of course, and also a big power because of all the exiled cards in his zone.
So yeah, now the deck is empty. Can go to the lock part now. And yeah, so Alex is in a really bad spot here.
Yeah.
Also, he knows that Stefan has another counter in his hand that he could just hardcast with the mana he has open. So yeah, there we'll see first bottle being used. So we'll probably put the second one that's already in the graveyard onto his deck, and maybe a release if Stefan needs to.
Yeah, we will see if there's one counter.
But yeah, it's just the bottle goes into the graveyard. Yeah, just throwing it again just to make sure everything's fine. Just now.
So now he could use Destruction of Portal to force the opponent to discard or to cast it.
No, just draws it.
Yeah.
Probably just play it again. Call for a stone. Keeping up the Severing Winds for hardcast. He just doesn't need to immediately kill Alex's board. Right now with one of these final battles, he can just wait until he has enough stones to finish to play the final battle to kill Alex's whole board, and also maybe just getting out the resets as well, just to maybe just kill Alex.
Yeah, of course. So with one stone tapping.
Yeah, while also having some mana open.
Yeah, of course. So that he can get out Yggdrasil Resonator or counter something. So that would be very, very great if he plays now next turn, like tapping reset, tapping Yggdrasil to get in reset.
Yeah, so
and then on his draw phase, use Final Battle to clear the board and then just attack for a huge amount of damage on board.
So I think Stefan now already can leave up Yggdrasil because he still has the energize left. So if he chooses to use Yggdrasil in Alex's turn, he would still have 4 mana available. But yeah, he also could just play it extra safe. Just get another stone. Wait for something to happen that you most likely will just counter.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, it just passes the turn now. We will most likely see a reset coming out of his exile next turn.
Yeah.
Maybe he just waits until he has something like three resets.
Yeah.
So
Attack
on there's a counterspell on top that may help Alex to survive one of these big turns.
So now he could tap a stone to produce 1 green and then sack it to draw the card and then counter something with other dreams.
So yeah, just uses Pharaoh to call a stone, maybe to get. I think he just wants these draw stones for now to be a bit more reactive, to have maybe draw some surprising spell that Stefan's not thinking about.
Yeah, of course. But now it's he takes the draw stone on top of it, so that he saw it, and then he sack it. Did he sack? Yeah. Tap, produce 1 green and sack.
Yeah, draws a card. Just so he can
attack
again with the second Pharaoh. Take a look at another card.
Yeah, and it's the Flying Cloud. Okay, so that's also not as big of a threat. So he can't, don't do anything. And then tap, I think, for the ability on Yggdrasil. So on 2.
Or maybe he just wants to block one of these.
It's reset, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, now he blocks.
So they will count if reset is big enough to block him away, or which.
Yeah, that's definitely. I really think he's big enough, but
yeah, of course.
Problem is
the counters on Pharaoh.
Yeah, if Alex wants to use some counters, if he could trade off this reset now.
Yeah, of course. So with if not reset is a big threat on the battlefield with just like 20,000 attack or higher, because if there isn't a buff on Pharaoh. So we will see if there is any. So just showing the grave. So now he's counting if there is not he could play, because I think he has a rapid growth in hand by revealing.
Oh yeah, that's
through the Pharaoh
we knew that one. Yeah. So buffing the Pharaoh 4. If the one will he had left from the stone.
To draw 1 card.
Yeah, he will use it a second time as well.
To pay it again to It looks like he double buffs the Pharaoh Toliel and get one token, 1 counter away.
Yeah, so now it's a 22.
Yeah.
So it seems like reset is something around 20, 21.
Yeah.
So yeah, one reset off, but there are three more to go for Stefan here.
And also, if he get 1 oust, he could pay 200 life, get the 1 reset in the graveyard exiled, and so he can play it again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm not sure what he is get in, but
another bottle most likely.
Yeah, it should be.
Because he knows there's this destruction of the portal still in Alex's graveyard.
Yeah. So it's just a back and forth between those two, but now it's not like that Alex Blunden can do anything, because he just plays his cards. He try to attack to draw the cards he need, and to look at the cards he get to draw, so he can react correctly. And now Stefan is just trying to establish the lock, so that if Alex Blunden is conceding that he win, or just try to establish a board after getting the lock up, so that he can ping for 200 damage or a little amount of damage each turn. But with a final battle in hand, he can also clear the board in a few states.
Yeah, but he does not seem to want to do that. Wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because he knows about these Violas in hand, just so Alex could just re-judgment his Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Get out with an overrun and start getting back some Pharaohs out of the graveyard. So I think the final battle we will only see if Stefan is going to kill Alex.
Yeah. In the finish round, so that he can tap the Yggdrasil before recovery, get out Yggdrasil, so that he can to get reset out, so he can attack with a huge body and his Mikesh on Alex Blunden, so to take the 4,000 life points away from him.
Yeah.
It's just
game slowed down.
Yeah, of course,
quite a bit here.
It's
not much going
slow.
on.
It's just thinking, doing right choices, and hope to get the answers out.
Yeah, especially for Alex Blunden.
Yeah, of course, he really needs to find an answer, so that he's truly forced to find. So is there anything? No, it's just nameless mist. So I think he will tap to get a stone.
Yeah, most likely. Because the pharaoh attacking doesn't do anything.
It looks like he passes the turn by.
Wie lang ist das Finale? Das ist auch 60 Minuten.
We'll see.
So
there's
the result. Okay, that's one of the best options he has in his removed area and get blocking. Okay. So to get a resonate count on Alex Blend's side slow. So small that he has only one creature killing anyway, because with the reset on board, if Pharaoh kills reset, he can pay 200 to exile the other reset, and then can't do it. Like with the bottle infinite loop, he can also do the reset infinite loop.
Yeah, to get the results all over again.
Yeah. So he can take the 1000.
Yeah, but now he will attack the reset. And yeah, Stefan just says, okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Just trading off the pharaoh, 2 pharaohs for 1 reset is an okay deal here for him.
So now sacking the bottle before his draw phase.
Alex now doesn't call a stone. Wants to keep up 5 elves to get most likely get back one of the 2 pharaohs.
Yeah, of course.
To keep looking at the top card of his deck.
Yeah.
Maybe just get to his cards or to the card.
Yeah.
He needs to get out of this.
So now with just the miracle medicine, he just tap for 1 stone. So he will pass, but he tap all. But they don't need. Just tapping. Flashing in with Yggdrasil. I think Reset will be coming, but I'm not sure. Maybe Arla to shoot the opponent's cards down, and that's the Reset.
Just another Reset.
One of the minions.
Okay, that's another thing you can do. Just in response.
Yeah, he can exile.
He just exiles the pharaoh.
Yeah, so he exiles the targeted pharaoh. So he paid 200 life to get the exile out. So it's all the tapping with no response because of the exile from Pharaoh.
Yeah. And the same thing will happen with the second one if Alex tries to get it back.
Of course. So he know it's not worthless. So if he tries to do it, he could do it in the upkeep, so that he need to pay 200 life. But that's not that good deal for Alex Blended.
So we'll take a look at Stefan's hand. There were these 2 final battles once, and another card, couldn't quite see what it was, but he takes the Soaring Wind, gets a counter out of Stefan's hand,
so that if he tries, or if he want to defeat the bottles, he need to. So he know he don't need to choose another bottle, because we know it's 1 in grave, so he can just sack one, set it on deck, draw it, sack it, take it on deck. So
saves a little bit of time here for both players.
Yeah. So maybe I think Alex Blended is wanting to get his second destruction of portal with 1 in grave. He could destroy 1 Millennium Medicine, so he can force the opponent to sack it, and then with 1 card in hand, so he have 3 times to remove. That's
one of the cards that Alex is really looking for.
Yeah, of course. So if you get his second destruction of portal, it could be a good deal against the opponent, that he can force them to sack. So is there a Viola in hand that he want to use?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because of the open will, or maybe he try to counter the final battle. Yeah. So with no, it's 4 pay, so it's 3.
Yeah, we know that Alex has an Underworld Dreams in his hand.
Yeah.
So maybe he wants to use it, but I think the only card that Alex is looking for here is his second destruction of the portal.
Yeah, of course,
to shut down the lock, and then while the 2 bottles are in in the deck to just attack and remove those 2 from the game.
Yeah, of
so
course.
I believe that's
so that he can sack 1 bottle, get 6 cards in, for example. But with all the power on board, he can just attack with 800 or with the Ferrer to get more damage on board. So he definitely get removed in the cards in deck. So he really needs the destruction of portal so that he can get the deck out and then win 1 round. So it's the 1-1 tied. If he get his destruction of portal in the correct moment before Stefan is finishing Alex Blenden with the big results on board.
So he paid 10 life, so minus 13 on the board.
Yeah. So it's just killing all other minions instead of Feral Atoliel. So he pays 1 to get.
No, okay, it was wrong. He just paid 8 life, so it was a minus 7 on the board. So Alex just only has to use 1 counter to save his commander.
Yeah. So that it will survive and so. But also that's very good. Now he can, for example, sacrifice Mikesh to deal the last amount of damage on commander. But with 2 counters left, he could also protect.
Yeah, can just give it barrier.
Yeah, of course. So that's not the best option, but he can just attack with Reset, for example, to force the opponent to block.
Yeah, but doesn't seem to
to
go on an aggressive attack here, because he may know about that Alex could have a second portal.
Yeah, of course.
That's okay.
Yeah,
okay. There's the second portal.
It looks like,
So we will see.
He plays from the exiled, so from the graveyard in exiled.
Okay, no, okay,
so
okay.
Before his draw phase. Okay, that's not that bad. Maybe he get in hand another portal, destruction of portal.
No, for now, there's no bottle in Stefan in the play, so. That's a small window here for Alex. If he can get through 3 blockers.
Yeah. One problem is that there's a final battle. So maybe it could be the win. Is there a counter? No, there's no counter. So he pays.
No, he has to pay an amount of life first. Yeah. So we'll see how much he pays. Think he will not pay a lot.
Stefan knows he lost this second game against Alex Blenden by defeating the wall and defeating the lock.
Yeah.
So now it's a 1-1 tie, and we will see who will win the third game. I think this game was very intense.
Yeah, that was a really close game.
Yeah, of course.
From just I don't know if Stefan planned to not play the second bottle again.
Yeah.
Because that was the window that for what Alex would have needed to both his second destruction of the portal as well. But if with that just the one bottle, he can just get away with the destruction of the portal.
Of course. So
that was the one moment Alex was waiting here the whole round. Just accepting a phone call casually during a final of a big tournament, just while on camera,
just to call.
Just few smiles here, just.
So maybe, but maybe he get the luck in the third game to see the destruction of portal on the early rounds, so that he can force the opponent to use his medicine, and also can force through attacks the portal out of the game. So if he is attacking with the right choices and then get like release and the portal and the medicine out of the game, so he gets the lock out.
Yeah, I think now we are quite some time has passed since the beginning of the round. So there is, I believe, there is not much time left. So the sudden death or the time thing can be important here. I don't know where
Sind jetzt bei einer Stunde und 5
player is. Where Alex is going.
I think they get 25 minutes left to the time, because if I'm correct, finals should be 90 minutes. So we have 25 minutes on clock to side and to play the game. So it's really intense with the back and forth and the second game. So and finally finding the answer against Stefan Lock. So we will see if it's luckily in the second game and the third game to see the same good result for Alex Blend in the second game. Maybe better to remove all the needed cards in battle and exile them or discarding them with nameless must.
Yeah, but now we also see Stefan just
overthinking.
Just thinking about this last game. I think he just.
But maybe his plays. Is there anything he could do better, or is there any misplays he did, or is there anything he want to side in?
So maybe now the momentum is back on Alex's side, because now he knew, okay, my opponent just gave me one little window. I took it, and I took this game that seemed to be lost, and now Stefan has to
rethink his choices or his
position.
Yeah.
Now I think we get some information what's going on down.
Nee, Janina meinte nur gerade, das Finale ist wahrscheinlich irgendwie bis es aus ist. Also mehr als 90 Minuten. Ich gehe mal kurz aufs Klo. Ich guck mal, ob ich euch den Benny vielleicht schicke so lange.
So just a question: how long exactly the final will be?
Yeah, so it's a game between Alex and Stefan. So there isn't a tie. So they both need to play it out, and we will get definitely a winner.
Yeah, that's I think the question. If
Alex is back,
if there is a time with this sudden death, some thing,
maybe,
or if there is just no time limit for the
I
finals.
think the final has no time limit, so that he can battle, or they can battle through all the life points and the deck cards to just get the finish.
So we will see what happens here.
Yeah.
So now just getting ready for the final game of this tournament. Was a fun tournament here.
Yeah,
here
of course.
In the feature match area, had some exciting matches here.
Yeah,
obviously.
Very good. Very nice to see.
And so far, pretty good finals here.
Yeah, of course.
Really well close games.
Yeah, and also very intense to watch, with all the fishing from Alex Blandon to get some cards he really need to get attacks from Feral Atoliel to trigger to reveal the top card, to see if what's on the top, so if he want to draw it, or it's okay to draw on the next turn, and so that's very good.
So now little handshake between these two guys before the start of this
third and
final game of this Grand Prix Berlin.
Yeah, and so
Alex will start.
I think it's 3 on Alex Blandon's side and 1 on Stefan's side. 2 mulligan, so 1 stone. Is there? Yeah,
his a 1-drop. Okay,
his first 1-drop in the final.
Yeah.
So, and 1 stone on Stefan's side. He passes, okay, just no 1-drop. No nameless mist or anything on Stefan's side.
Yeah, it's another thing that Alex could have. He just
so 2 green and 1.
So again a Malfi like in the previous 2 games.
Yeah, but now
this will resolve as well.
Yeah, also. So and now he get his green black stone. So the counter will be online.
Yeah.
So we will see if there's anything to discard or to play on Stefan's side. Or did he just pass?
No, not already. He just possibly has some cards in hand that he could play here. Sadly, we do not know exactly what he's working with.
Yeah.
That would be.
But so he's
pretty good sometimes. But yeah, just.
But so he's thinking about his options and then
just passing the turn.
So that he don't want anything wrong to do, and no darkness source in
black
3 stones, so that's
Alex.
only the Malfi is getting a black source on Alex Plan's side, but maybe he will attack with it to get some cards in.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
And that's Hydroclad Excalibur, and that's more or less good cards, not the 2 lock cards, so he hoped to get them out. But it's also not that bad for Other World Dreams and Hydroclad Excalibur to be exiled for Alex Blendon. So that also could key cards in the match.
So now the first spell from Stefan here is another discard spell.
Is there a counter? Or yes, Other World Dreams.
Also 20 Minuten geht's noch.
So now we know that these 2 players have 20 minutes left for this round, so that's more a problem for Stefan here, I believe, because he needs to finish this game a bit more than Alex does, because Stefan's life total will probably be a bit lower than Alex's life total.
Yeah, because also with all the pay effects from Yggdrasil, like Rezard or Hydroclad Excalibur, where he loses just 500 life.
Yeah, but especially obviously Final Battle being the big spell with that.
With he could pay. So if there's any Final Battle paid, and Alex Blendon can defend himself, so that's very bad for Stefan. So no one wants to pay any amount of life and deal that much damage to the opponent as possible.
So the second Malfi from Alex here will get Sering winded by Stefan at the end of Stefan's turn. So now just maybe we'll see a judgment
on turn. On turn 4. So now he tries to pressure the opponent to just get all the important cards out and just deal that much damage on his deck as possible, that he get rid of all the cards.
And also maybe like last game, just starting to attack with Pharaoh, with the Rallying King, to look at his deck, what he can find. Okay, there's the Nameless Mist.
So
still no black mana here.
Yeah, of course.
Available in stones for Alex Blendon.
Yeah, of course, it's just his Malfi, so he really need to protect the Malfi to get all his black sources on board, and also he could tap next turn for stone.
Yeah, because Stefan is not having the amount of resonators in play to kill the Pharaoh just by attacking. So that will not happen here. So
the second Truth in Darkness. So
cast from the graveyard.
So is there a counter, or will he discard 1 card from his hand? And it looks like it's a counter.
Yeah, looks like a Dreamers again.
Dreams again. So is there anything he could? No. Yeah, follow-up play Shao-Jing. That's not really bad. He now make his spells cost 1 more, but that's the Sovereign Wind. So there's Pharaoh's spell on Stefan's side, and Shao-Jing is still on field. So Pharaoh's spell is countered.
So a bit of action here going on with these dreams. And this Shao-Jing doesn't seem to be that bad.
Yeah,
because it has 800 attack, so it can deal quite a bit some damage to the opponent.
Yeah, of
while
course.
also making some of the counters a bit less effective than.
And also let the opponent pay 1 more to cast spells from hand.
Yeah, that's the most important part of this card, obviously.
So with Nameless Mist on Alex Blendon's side, by paying 1 black from Malfi and 1 green for Shao-Jing's ability. Is there anything he discards? So we'll see the hand of Stefan Frankowski.
Yeah, most likely it's what is going to happen here.
So
okay,
yeah,
there we go.
It's release, first ball,
Resort and
Resort
another
and
counter.
other ball dreams. I think maybe it's release. Yeah, release.
We'll take the release. Just it's the card with most options.
Yeah,
which can get the most
scary
cards.
Yeah, of course.
Out of Stefan's deck.
And now he just tried to attack, so that he get also the filter from FoW to see the top card, and also just smaller the deck of the opponent.
Yeah, sure.
And hope to get out some release and also some medicines.
Yeah. Okay. There's a command.
That's very good because he get it in hand right now. And now he get 11 damage on the deck to get exiled, and there is one medicine. It looks like, so that's not that bad for Alex Blanden.
Also a final battle. Let's see. Yeah, the rest. Okay.
So I think he will just attack with Ferlatolial because of flying on the opponents.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just getting in for another 10 damage here.
And is there anything relevant? So 1, 2 cards. Ah, okay. It's
another
one final battle, another amateur versus Foresight.
I think I also saw a Moonbeam Butterfly.
Yeah, it looks like.
But yeah.
But also, I think that's not that bad for Alex Blanden.
Yeah.
What he discarded and what he exiles now with his ability.
Yeah, so he might have a chance here.
Yeah, of course. So and another cloud.
Just a bit more power, and maybe just to make sure that he can remove the rest of Stefan's deck.
Yeah. So for 2 he taps to get Resort out.
Yeah, he needs maybe a blocker, but I think this blocker will Resort will most likely not block anything here, because with 2 clouds he can just attach the second one to the Rallying King.
Yeah.
And also start attacking with him in the air.
Yeah, of course, with both flying.
Yeah, to evade the block. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, pretty close last game here so far.
So they count out the resonators that were exiled.
Yeah.
So that we know how big Resort are. So I think maybe there will be 8 resonators or so exiled.
Yeah, 8 to 10, possibly something like that.
So we get dices on, and it's 6 and 2. Yeah, so it's 8. Okay, so it's a 13 result.
That's pretty good here. So, but yeah.
So but he plays in this turn, if I'm not wrong, so he can't attack.
Yeah, but
and now
the other thing now, Stefan is thinking that maybe he realizes that he doesn't get to his pieces like he wants to.
Yeah, of course.
So maybe just also by not tapping the tree for a stone for now, maybe a sign for me that he just knows, okay, getting the pieces for me will be really difficult. Maybe I just have to kill my opponent. So plays a Resort, keeps up 2 mana and the tree to start pressuring Alex.
Yeah, of course.
Alex's life total as well, because these Resorts are quite big.
Yeah, of course. And so with protecting the Malfi now, he has just 3 attackers. And so we will see if there's anything good on. Maybe just attacking with Ferlatolial with the J-Ruler, so he with flying to exile more cards. And then get 1 Resonator, another Cloud.
Yeah, but I don't know if exiling cards now is that good, because it just makes these Resorts bigger.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't know if Stefan has a final battle in hand. I do not remember what we saw from the Nameless Mist from Alex. but that is something he has to keep in mind as well, because then, just like last game, Stefan could just cast a big final battle and finish the game with two massive resurrects.
And of course, we will see if there's any good answer, but at the moment it looks like both are intent thinking about the play they do. So it's if it looks like he attack with 12 on board, 12 direct damage.
Yeah.
So we will see if there's anything relevant that get exiled.
Yeah, so we'll just get through.
Okay. So there will be.
So 12 cards go in the exile zone.
Yeah. So we only see one result on top, but
yeah, probably some more resonators as well.
Yeah. So with 11 on Pharaoh, and now the trigger from Pharaoh will show the top card. So it's 7 wins. Okay.
He could hardcast that one.
Yeah.
For now.
He can tap one greenstone, sack it, draw one card.
Yeah. And so they really look how big this resort is.
Yeah. So now it's 10, so it's 15. Yeah. Now he can buff with 2 to get him more power, and I think also if he pay 200 life and exile the spell. No, it's just
it's not enough.
Yeah.
This Pharaoh with this 1+1/+1 counter from the Nameless Mist.
It's just 17/17.
Yeah, it's a 17/17. So one min resonator more in the graveyard does not save this resort. So yeah, now we saw in the answer using the Dark Tree's ability to get the second resort into play.
Yeah.
Now thinking about this turn, what he wants to do. So he knows about the Severing Winds.
It's now on 3 because he get the result from exile. So it's just a 9/14 attack on result, so he can't finish Alex Blennon. But so I don't think he will do anything about. Maybe attacking, but I don't think so.
Yeah, you can't think about just killing either of these pharaohs.
Yeah, but but there's also a Malfi to jump block.
Yeah, possibly. Most likely, I think there will be an Arla in his exile that he could use to kill the Malfi. And yeah, there we see the tree being used, which will most likely get an Arla out of his exile.
And now with tapping the tree, using his ability, and
there
there's an Arla. He can get out Arla. Will he shoot? Yeah, it looks like he will shoot.
Yeah, so he pays 600 life, shoots down the Arla, and so the Pharaoh dies as well. And yeah, so only the Pharaoh is left. Counters now should be at 8, but yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So Reset is at 13/13 right now. Still enough to kill the 11/11.
Yeah, of course. So now we will see if it's now a blocker with flying on the board on Stefan, so Pharaoh Latoliel won't get through it.
Yeah.
Because of the ability from Arla get flying, and so he can just block it, but also he can let it through because of if he want more cards exiled, maybe.
Yeah. He also plays one Malgus in his deck, so this one has swiftness, so
yeah, of course. But
he is at 3,400 life, so you can buff it to 11, and that may be enough to kill Alex in one turn.
Yeah, of course, but he really needs to have it in the exile zone. The last game he had it in his hand, and that was very devastating. And now one destruction of portal.
That's really interesting. So now, but I don't think that this really matters, because Stefan has blockers. Okay, we see a Pharaoh spell being used by Stefan here.
Did he have
to counter this, just to make sure that his bottle will stay on the board for now. Now untap.
So maybe he plays Destruction of Portal again to try to get rid of it, or to force the opponent to sack it or play a counter, so that he can attack.
No, just counting library. If these 12 damage from FoW are even enough to kill, to get to exile the whole library of Stefan. If Stefan decides to use his bottles, these can add another three cards to his deck. So I think he's not quite there. He's missing some points of damage. Now getting in. So I think the safest option is just to block. Yeah, you have, because you already in last game saw.
Yeah, and the commander.
Yeah, you saw last game the rampant growths that buffed that Alex used. So you have to keep those in mind as well. So the possibility that Stefan would just die here were possible.
Yeah.
So he just he plays the safe way, just blocks with the aura, and now letting Alex play some resonators.
Yeah. So we will see if there's a follow-up play on Stefan's side. So that's a huge aura, a huge result, and Shawajing.
Okay, there's a Shawajing.
So the destruction of portal costs 3.
Yeah, so Alex would need all of his mana to now destroy this portal.
So attack on
FoW most likely.
On FoW. So he attack with, I think, 13 attack, but that wouldn't be enough. So, and jump block. Did the jump block get through?
So yeah, he uses the ability of his own resort, gets an aura into his exile, and will most likely just. Oh no! Oh yeah, there we see the energize being used.
Yeah.
Getting the aura back into the play, shooting down the
token.
So and now
that FoW get killed.
Yeah. Yeah. So just the token now is dead, but it it seems like
flip back.
Like Resort is strong enough to kill this FoW,
so
even if it has
now he exiles destruction on the portal with the ability on Resort.
Yeah, now Stefan is in pretty good shape because he has enough life to just shoot down every blocker from Alex.
Yeah.
And maybe he has enough damage, but he's not quite there yet. But it looks pretty good for Stefan so far.
One green will and draw one card by sacking the stone.
Yeah, but also from the face of Alex, he doesn't seem to be happy with the board state right now.
No, it's just against him.
Looks really good for Stefan.
Yeah, with the J-Ruler killed, and Ala could shoot any resonator down. So with one big resonator like Resort, and two also gimmick resonators like Shawujing and Ala in the deck, it's a very good board for Stefan with just attacking and dealing a huge amount of damage on board against.
Yeah, he can answer pretty much everything that Alex can put on the board now. Like 2,800 life is way just enough to kill all the blockers that Alex will put onto the board.
Yeah, of course.
Just think a bit, just a desperate attack here, trying to
get 7 cards out of the deck. So it's.
So I think he will just pay 800 life to
shoot them down.
To kill this commander.
Yeah, it looks like maybe. So it looks like he's writing down the 800 life loss to shoot the commander. Yeah, he shoot the commander down. So
Or maybe they're discussing something else. Something that was wrote down here.
So, with an attack on Alex Planet, is there any reaction from
maybe he has a rampant growth in hand, just to get a bit more life out of Stefan. But no, the commander will just die here.
Yeah, he let it die. So I think with no blockers left, Stefan will rush Alex Planet.
Yeah.
So
taking the cap off, he seems to be really unhappy here with this game state now.
Also with
may just be dead this turn if Stefan finds something. So here's the first attack from a pretty big wizard. Tries to block it. Yeah, just activates Arda, kills the 1/1.
Yeah. So
that one dies. And so now we'll see how much damage we'll get through here.
Also attacking with Shavijin. So now
he's down to something like 1,500 life.
Yeah.
Something around that.
Okay.
So 1,800. So next turn, he is dead.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So Alex needs to draw something here.
Yeah, of course. But
something really big.
Yeah, I don't think that Alex is getting some big enough stuff in hand.
And he's starting to draw some cards.
Yeah. Just
find something.
He's already dead.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything.
Yeah,
there's the handshake.
And now Stefan defeats Alex Planning.
So there you have it. Stefan
is
Stefan Frankowski is our
GP Berlin
winner
champion.
from FoW Grand Prix Berlin. So congratulations to him. He was really well played by him the last game. He realized that the game, that the luck wasn't an option for him, so he just switched to a bit more aggressive. Started out to get his results out and just was able to kill Alex Blandon.
Of course.
So
so with and just defeated Alex Blandon with 11-0.
Yeah.
Now it's Stefan to 10-1-1, but that's the perfect. But that's fine. He won this tournament.
Obviously,
That's perfect.
Yeah, so, but we really have to give Alex some credits as well. He was just massive, going 11-0 in the first 11 games, just crushing everyone, and we had him 2 times on the feature match.
Yeah, of course.
Both games were really fast, just something like 20 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
So he really strong performance from him. Just the little step at the end was not done by him. Yeah, but I think the matchup for Yggdrasil is pretty good against FoW.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably one of the choices why Stefan decided to play the tree, because FoW was
FoW and IU was the most expected decks. Yggdrasil is perfectly fine against both of these decks. And so with FoW against Yggdrasil, we see FoW don't have any good choice or good options against Yggdrasil. And for example with the lock option, so that would be
many people I think weren't prepared for this kind of Yggdrasil deck.
Yeah, it wasn't that popular before this tournament, and so they can't practice against it, or maybe a few practiced against it, but it's not that popular choice we did expect.
So that was pretty cool 2 days. So a lot of exciting matches.
Yeah.
Especially the final was really long, really intense game. Yeah.
Really back and forth in the second game and third game.
Yeah. So again, congratulations to Stefan Frankowski here, taking down this tournament, getting himself an invite for the World Championship. And so that's it for here. We'll say goodbye from Berlin, and we'll see you in the next Grand Prix.